Hey everyone, Cole here. I wanted to jump on and gather for another episode of Sunday Review. I've been getting a lot of feedback that these videos have been helpful, and I hope that we can continue to learn from each other at every opportunity we have. Well, without further ado, let's get into episode 3. I'm going to hit play now.
Good morning, Westside. So glad you're joining us here this morning. Whether you are on campus here in our worship center or in one of our family venues,
you could tell we came out a little bit too tight. It ended up being okay. If we can have more consistent right as we come out, either being at the waist up shot, belly up shot as we come out, that's the preferred method to avoid that zoom out look there. Some ways to do it are use the background, that lighting fixture that's in the background, kind of know where you're at. As they walk out on stage, have them framed up where you need them to be. It worked though. Good little transition there from camera 3. I like camera 3, used for that reason. I don't like how low the iris is, or maybe it's the lighting here. I can't tell which one. It would have been nice to have it up a little bit more. Kind of bumped there. Looked like iris. Great movement. I like the variance of shots here. It's been nice. Keeps this song going. Looks like we got out of focus there a little bit. Don't forget to always keep checking that focus throughout. Cool movement on that camera. I would like to see a little bit more variance in the drum shot there. I know it's tough with just always coming from that same side every single time, but you are wireless, so you have anywhere to go. These cameras are really moving around. Everything feels fresh. Great. Pacing of this has felt really good so far, guys. Excellent job. I dig that transition shot. Great job filling that right there. The guitar leading and then the little drum fill at the end. A critique there as you pull out, get the lighting up top, that big moment there. kind of add another layer of the zoom, so you're zooming out and then also tilting up at the same time. It's always nice to include the lighting in. The transition here, just that zoom out that pacing of the zoom should have just been a little bit slower, and listening to it now, it would be really nice to have that key shot too, to almost transition into what we're at now. A little composition thing, put him more on the left, since he's almost looking, to the right of the screen. Either centered up or more on the left. You can see here he's more on the right side of the screen. Very, very small critique there. Probably don't even notice while we're doing things, but whenever you come back and watch again, that's when you start to see some minor things that if we can adjust and do it live, we can really elevate our current video program feed. Digging all the single shots through this song, super emotional up front, slower paced than what the last song was. We're seeing a lot of faces, we're seeing also a lot of instrumentation at the same time. We're doing them both, and it looks right. Notice that little guitar tone there, little guitar solo in between the O's and coming back into this verse. We always want to make sure we're listening to what front of house has given us, because if we were to capture that, it would just add to this. People in the room are able to see everything on stage. If we're shooting with our cameras, we're limited to only what the director puts up live. So as a camera operator, you want to capture what's happening in the room to the best of our ability. And if we hear that little thing, go and get it. Maybe you have to put in your mind, hey, I need to make sure that I'm there during this part of the song. Even if you have to write a little post-it note and stick it on your camera. It's good practice. Just like camera one is knowing, hey, I need to be on Eric at the beginning of this song, and then I need to be on Justin at this song. It can be the same thing for if you're on camera on any of the cameras. I like that we're going to these wide shots, in between a couple of places. It helps show the entire room, especially during lighting moments. I really like to capture the lights that way. Cool shot here. Usually with our cameras on tripods, we don't have two subjects like that, but with a mobile camera there's a little bit more flexibility to be able to have a subject and then go to a new subject. The handheld kind of gives a little bit more flexibility for that reason. It just seems more natural that we're looking around, whereas the tripod cameras don't always have that same look. So good job on mobile. Great job following the music through here. As the harmonies came in, we were quick to be on them. Got a little caught up there in the transition. I was a little fast pulling out, but just a pacing thing and knowing the song. You know, if you know it's coming up, start making that a little bit slower. I like how we're capturing everyone in this row with their hands up. Hear the organ? Look at that. Camera gets in there. So you hear the organ's up. I would prefer to not see our camera guy get in the shot, but I am glad that we have the shot of the organ there. Great transition out of that song. Cool. Well, there's so many things that we can talk about in this set. So many different, from that super fast song, you know, My Testimony, big, a lot of things going on, into Highlands, which is so dynamic. We're starting off slow and it's kind of ballady, and then it goes just huge. And it's just like a lot of ad-libs, the O's, it's repetitive a little bit in the chorus, and it really showed how in one song you can be changing how you are shooting from the pre-chorus into the chorus. It changes completely, and even going into there's multiple down moments, and I really think the cameras, you guys captured that well. You adjusted your pacing, and it felt really good. So awesome job. Great work, everyone. If you have more observations, I'd love to chat about it. You know, I live for this stuff, and I could probably talk about it for hours, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know it's valuable. Thanks for watching. You can like and subscribe for more weekly videos from Westside Production, and I will see you all next time. Have a blessed week.